The way you handle your snakes tells your snakes a lot about the type of person that you are. It lets them know. You know, if you're rough with them, they consider you a threat. They consider you aggressive. That's not how you want them to feel about you. You have to be gentle with them and patient with them. These are thinking animals. They're not stupid animals. They process everything. You gonna attack my camera? I'm not good with my right hand because of my spine damage. I have tremors really bad, but I won't take medicine for it because I don't want to be foggy-headed when I take care of my snakes. So she's getting really big. She's doing great. And once in a while, she'll take a pop at me. Not too often, but she loves being out with me. Once you get her out, she's fine. It's just the process of getting her out. Now here she goes acting goofy again. She has these little spaz attacks. Now don't bite my jeans. Don't bite my arm. If you want to stay out, you got to be good. You got to be nice if you want to stay out. Yes, you do. There are consequences for bad behavior with snakes. You have to teach them that. If they're out and they get into everything and they strike constantly, consequences are you go back in your enclosure and you can be bored to death. Now, would you rather sit in there staring at four walls, or would you rather be out enjoying your life, having some exercise and some freedom to express yourself? These are thinking animals. They do reason. She's very protective of me. Jasmine is. She's pretty. I'm a pretty girl. I'm a beautiful girl. Yes, I am. But she's coming along great. She's learning that life is great if I behave myself. If I'm mean, if I bite and I strike, Mama puts me back in the enclosure and then I get bored. And then she has a fit because I put her back in. Temper tantrum. So she gets upset because I put her back in. So they do reason. She knows why I put her back in, because she was being mischievous and being arrogant and mean. Well, not mean per se, but aggressive. But when they start striking senselessly at things, it's time to let them know that that behavior is not acceptable by you. And if they bite you, let them bite you. Eventually they learn that it's not going to make you go away, that you have control of them. And that's very important when raising snakes, because you have to have control of them for their own safety. Oh, the background noise. My contractor is out there working on the snake room addition today. What's that noise, Jasmine? What is it? There's so much more to raising snakes than just feeding them and cleaning up their enclosures. It just goes so much further than that. And the reward is in how they react to you when they trust you. You have to earn that trust. It's not free. It really isn't free. Now, I've taken a lot of bites from her, but she's learned that, okay, if I bite her, she's still there. She didn't go anywhere, so I'm wasting my time biting her. And that's the message you have to give them, that you're not a threat to them, so they have no reason to consider you a threat, so eventually they quit striking at you. Chewy, my big male coastal, first 2 months I had him, I must have taken 50 bites from him until he understood that I'm not a threat to him anymore. But he finally quit, and they do. They reason. They're like, okay, well, that got me nowhere. Why am I wasting my energy striking at that person? This is something that's very important in raising your snakes. They are busy interpreting you and your behavior. At the same time, you're observing them, and you're learning to read their body language and understand their behavior. So it's a two-way street with snakes. You have to give just like they have to give. It's not one-sided. It can't be one-sided if you want to earn their trust. If you want them to be your friends and your companions. You have to be seeing things through your snake's eyes. Don't see it through your eyes. This isn't about you. It's about them. Try to understand their point of view. Try to understand how they're looking at things from their point of view. If that's how it is, that's the way it has to be, is because this is about them. It's not about you. If it's about you, you really shouldn't be keeping snakes in the first place. She's beautiful. What are you looking at? Is my zipper interesting to you? Oh yeah, she's a beautiful girl. You okay? You fine now? Every time I take her out, she poops and pees on me, faithfully, till I get her out. She strikes at me a few times, just swings herself around, acts like a goofball, but after I have her in my hands and she's wrapped around me, like you can see here, why'd you attack my camera? She calms right down. They feel threatened by something that moves fast around them. That's another thing I learned the hard way with the fan blowing in my house. When I walked in the door with Chewy one day, and I forgot I had my fan on high, and the wind hit him in the face, and he flung himself, and he's wrapped around my shoulders and my waist, and the middle of his body came back and cold clocked me in the jaw, and the left side of my face. He almost knocked me off my feet. So they are very sensitive to their environment and everything in it that's going on around them. Don't never take that for granted, because you'll find out the hard way that they are very aware of everything going on around them. But Jasmine's getting really big. She's about 2.5 feet long now. She'll catch up with Chewy in no time once she starts going outdoors this spring and summer. But as you can see, she feels threatened by the camera. She doesn't if I move it slow. If I move it fast, she'll come at it. They're amazing animals. They really are. You just have to understand them. And you have to see things from their point of view. Look how small I am. Look how big you are. Why would I trust you? Why would I not consider you a predator or a threat to my life? They don't until they can learn from you that that's the way it is. That you pose no threat to them and you have no intentions of harming them. They're beautiful creatures. And they can end up being your best friends and constant companions. It's up to you on how you raise them. This is my pretty girl, Jasmine. And she's going to turn around and take a shot at my camera when she realizes it's behind her. Where are you going? You leaving me? You gonna leave me? And she's still got a jet black interior to her mouth. But she's a beautiful girl. She's a caramel coastal. Where are you going? Huh? Where are you off to? See, now this is so much nicer than sitting around in a boring enclosure all the time, isn't it? Isn't this nicer than sitting in an enclosure all the time? See, there are rewards for good behavior with your snakes. Yep. There's rewards for good behavior. Yep. They learn. They're fully capable of learning. Uh-oh, here goes the power tools again. She tightened up on my hand. Watch her. She's tightening up her grip on me because of the noise and the vibration. You're okay. You're alright. You're okay. She's going to try and come to me, get closer to me now because of the noise from the power tools. You're fine. I have you. You're fine. You're okay, Mama. They need to feel safe and secure. It's important. She's beautiful. Uh-oh, you're falling down. You're falling down. Where are you going? Huh? Well, you know, it's up to you how your snakes turn out. I'd much rather have a healthy, muscular, active snake than one that just lays around and gets fat because it gets no exercise or activities in its life. Why are you in strike posture? Huh? Oh, the cats are wrestling over on the love seat. Okay. You're fine. You don't like those power tools at all, do you? She's really long. She's about 2.5 feet now. No, not my camera. That'll break your teeth. I don't want you breaking your teeth. You leave my camera right alone. She's on defense now because of the power tools going out there in the snake room. You're fine. You really are. You're a good girl. Yes, you are. You're a good girl. I've got you. I'm not going to drop you. You're fine. You're safe. Yes, you are. You're safe. Now she'll relax again. Talk to them. They can hear you. They can also comprehend. My snakes know what the word no means, and they know what the word stop means. And they show me every single day of the week that they hear me and they understand those commands. Invest some time with them. You'll be amazed at what they can do. Look at you. You're so gorgeous. You're so pretty. Yes, you are. You're a pretty girl. Yeah, you're going to beat up my camera. Why don't you like my camera? My camera's not bothering you. Yeah. It's up to you how much time you want to spend with them and earn their trust. That's what it's all about.